Oh my god, is that an Umineko video? And the answer is yes, this is not a hologram. It's a real video. I know it's been like 3 months since I've done a video, but... Well, I'll blame college for that because, oh my god, it's been nothing but studying. And when I'm not studying, I'm more studying. And yeah, no, it's been kind of rough, so I do apologize for the lack of videos recently. But it doesn't matter. Well, it matters, but we're continuing Umineko anyway, because Eva has solved the epitaph, and I'm really excited to see what will happen next. Eva decided to leave that place for the time being. And when she climbed the stairs again, trying to leave this secret place, she saw a creepy, swaying human shadow blocking her path, and her dreamlike state was... Oh. Oh, and she has the gun! Well, this is gonna end well. For an instant, she believed that the true master of this room, the real Beatrice, had appeared. Ah yes, of course, it's always witches. It seemed that the other person was also holding a gun. The two of them were pointing guns at each other, and eventually they... Ah!
Rosa?
Rosa?
姉さん、こんなところで何をしているの?
What the heck? Does she know about this? I mean, she knew about Beatrice.
お互い様よ。あなたこそこんなところへ何のご用? 姉さんにヒントをあげるんじゃなかったわ。そうだったなら、ここにたどり着いたのは。
Oh my god, she solved it as well.
私が一番だった。残念よ。
They're gonna shoot each other. It seemed that Rosa knew where the staircase went, and what was waiting ahead of her.
言うわね。私より遅くたどり着いたくせに。鮎の皮に悩みすぎたわ。鮎なんて大した意味ないじゃない。そんなことないわよ。立派なヒントだったじゃない。まあ確かに鮎である必要はなかったかもね。でも鮎が海に出る魚だと聞いて、私はそれで気づいたの。
I'm kind of curious how she figured it out. Like, I want a step-by-step explanation.
何? 自分の目で確かめたら、あなたの想像をきっと裏
No,
切
she's
ら
gonna
ない。
shoot you. Don't do it, Rosa.
怯えないで、姉さん。私はもともと当主が誰になるかなんて興味ない。Ushiromiyaの席だって興味ないしね。
No. I swear you
本音を
do.
言うと、自分が当主になるんだってずっと威張り散らしてたクラウス兄さんから、姉さんがその座を奪うなら、かえって小気味がいいくらいよ。本気で言ってるの?
No, she's not serious. Someone's gonna get
私は
shot here.
Ushiromiya兄弟のはぐれ者。仮に私が当主跡継ぎだとお父様に指名されたとしても、それを兄さんたちが認めてくれるわけもない。そこまで甘い夢は見てないつもりよ。私にも見せてよ。
Never mind, now they're both evilly smiling.
姉さんの勝利の証を。私は兄弟で取り決めした正当な取り分さえもらえれば、むしろ姉さんがこのゲームの正当な勝利者だと積極的に認めるつも
Okay,
り
good.
よ。
She's at least taking some money.
私を撃っちゃう。この黄金はローザの独り占めになっちゃう。
Yeah, no, this is not gonna end
それ
great.
は同じよ。姉さんが私を撃てば、この黄金は姉さんの独り占め。
I'd rather Rosa have it. Even though she, like, slaps her child, I still... I don't know, Eva's... I have mixed feelings on her. She's kinda evil. I mean, I'm not really evil, but... Like, whenever they show the family arguing, she's always the one who, like, accuses other people, and she's... I feel like she's gonna shoot Rosa in a few seconds. For a tense while, the sisters pointed their guns at each other. Eventually, after they sized up the glint in the other's eyes, they lowered their guns. Eva removed her finger from the trigger and held the gun upside down. It was in a position that she couldn't quickly shoot from. Once she saw that, Rosa... I was gonna say, Rosa, shoot her now. Take her out.
そうね。相手を撃って黄金を独り占めにしようという提案はお互いにとって魅力的ね。でも台風で隔絶したこの島から突然失踪すれば、ここに死体を隠せば簡単には見つからないだろうけど。
Probably wouldn't be found at all if you just, like, left with the gold.
何百億円の黄金があろうとも、殺人の罪を犯すリスクには
The risk of
割が
committing
合わない
murder.
わ。
Remember everyone, don't commit murder, because there's a risk of getting
むし
caught.
ろそれを出しにされて
Yeah, no,
クラ
this
ス兄
is...
さんたちに
I
絞
keep
り取ら
saying
れ
it,
るの
but
が
this
惜
is
しい
not gonna end well. There is zero way
どうかな
this is not going to end with one of them
こ
getting
こに
murdered.
現れたのが兄さんやルドルフであるくらいならあんたであったことは不幸中の幸いかもしれない。私は兄弟であん
Wait,
た
but
を
how
一
did
番
you
信
leave the
用
room?
してるもの
Everyone... There's a murderer on the loose, everyone's hiding in the same building, and then you like, oh, I'm gonna go use the bathroom, and then you go somewhere and find this room, and then she's like, oh, I must also use the bathroom, and then... What the
ありが
hell?
とう。私も姉さんのこと兄弟で一番信用してるわよ。
I would not trust her the most.
私も
Out of everyone, I'd say, even though she's not like an official sibling, Natsui is the most trustworthy. And then why is everyone outside of the Yoshima family better than the people
見
inside?
る
Because my next answer would have been Hideyoshi.
私ももう一度見たくなったわ。この目で見たにもかかわらずまだ現実感が湧かないの。あなたと一緒に見て確かに存在することをもう一度確かめないと霧になって黄金が消えてしまいそうな気がするわ。
Eva started descending the staircase once more. However, she didn't carelessly expose her back to Rosa. Likewise, even though at a glance it looked like Rosa had lowered her gird, she definitely didn't show any signs of carelessness. Wow. As they reached that room of the wits once again, Rosa also gasped, made speechless by the vast amount of gold. Wow, the Golden Witch had gold? I wonder what Battler's reaction to this is gonna be. Rosa and Eva walked absent-mindedly through the rose garden. They had left the guest house secretly, so they had to be careful when they returned as well. They had to regain their sense of tension soon.
おめでとう姉さん。ありがとう。姉さんが決めたのよね。後宮家当主跡継ぎの肩書きに5割ってここで聞いてくるとはね。今やそれはクラウス兄さんのことではない。だから姉さんの取り分が5割とその4分の1で125億。すごい取り分じゃない。
Honestly, though, I don't think it's that much, like, compared to USD.
私は25億で満足よ。ルドルフ兄さんだって文句は言わないわ。文句を言うのはクラウス兄さんだけでしょうね。そうね。何しろ六軒島の実質的管理者は兄さんなの。
Actually, Eva wouldn't be ranked last. I think it would be Kraus last. I don't know. I don't... Rudolf, like... Definitely Rosa would be at the top of that
そして
list.
その敷地内に黄金があった以上、
I have to make a tier list now,
第一発見者が
ranking
私
the
でも
Ushiromimas
うまくことを運ばないとややこし
based
い
on
ことにな
gamer
りそうよ。
skill.
ならないわよ。
Maria's number one, of course.
そこまでをも想定して私たちは昨べ散々議論を尽くしたんじゃない。果たしてそううまくいくかしらね。
Okay, yeah, now she's doing
私は
it.
もうすっかり興奮は冷めてるわよ。ここからの調整の方がむしろ問題ね。それは新しき後宮家当主の問題ね。姉さんが楽しむべき問題よ。私には関係ないわ。言うわね。第二発見者として姉さんに協力するからどうか例の前払い分。
Oh.
私の1億5000万だけは
Oh, never mind. By merch. Okay, I was gonna say if you meant right now, that's how you stood a
いい
fight.
わ。私に協力するならそれくらい気前よく払うわ。私は兄さんじゃないもの。とりあえずは兄さんたちを驚かせましょう。実際の場所は伏せるにしても早くクラウス兄さんの驚く顔が見たいわ。
People have been murdered.
ちょっと待ってよローザ。それをみんなに伝えるのはまだ待って。え？どうして？バカね。決まってるでしょ。相手はあの尊大なクラウス兄さんに。
I like how they've forgotten about the servants being murdered and this is their... I mean, this is what was supposed to be the priority of according to Beatrice's letter. But still, it...
やがては発表するにしても今はまだ早いわ。 どうやって話を進めるか慎重に検討してからじゃないと、せっかく見つけた黄金を全て兄さんにかすめ取られることもありえるわよ。
Eva had thought she had just something completely obvious. I just said something completely obvious. So when she saw Rose's expression suddenly cloud over, she was a little surprised.
何か不満なの？クラウス兄さんたちの性分はあんただってよく知っているでしょうが。姉さん、それはルール違反よ。何の話よ。私たちは誰が黄金を見つけてもすぐに報告するというルールになっていたはずよ。
What a troublemaker.
それを渋ればルールの根底が崩れて、
Honestly, I think I've forgotten how to commentate as well in that
後
like
で
2
何かの
months.
火種になるかもしれないわ。クラウス兄さんが狡猾であるならばあるほど
Crafty.
に、そのルール違反
He's
は
gonna be a very
後
crafty
でこじ
person.
れるわ。バカ言わないで。ここは兄さんの島なのよ。そしてさっきの黄金はキャッシュじゃない。10トンもの莫大な換金物の山なのよ。
Why not just put some gold in a suitcase and then just schedule a lot of trips there later? And then like every trip just leave with more things than you brought
運び出し
and
て
hope
現金
no
化
one
するに
mentions
は
it?
相当の手間をかけるわ。そしてそれはこの島を実効支配している兄さんにあらゆる面で有利に働くわ。そんなこともわからないのあんたは。そういう腹の探り合い。私は自分の取り分の25億をはっきり確定させたいだけ。もちろん姉さんが私に現金25億を、あとは姉さんがどう交渉しようと勝手よ。
That's not Rosa.
私の取り分が手元に
Everything was
入るまで
going
は
fine.
私は兄弟のルールを遵守するわ。何を甘いことを。あんた兄さんのずる
She
賢さを
has a
何も分
gun.
か
I
って
mean,
な
you
い。
have a gun too, but it wasn't that Rosa didn't understand the craftiness of her older siblings. In that sense, Rosa more or less understood Eva's caution, but in her hurt, she couldn't clear away her even greater suspicion that Eva wanted to keep all the gold to herself, because she knew that Eva was at least as crafty as her other siblings, if not more. In other words, by quickly informing the siblings of the gold's discovery, Rosa wanted to put a stop to any chance Eva had to keep all the gold to herself. I mean, it's kind of smart, but not in the way she's doing it. What I'd do instead is I'd wait for this murder business to, you know, exist, and then after I'd start asking like, okay, so I'm gonna help you with the gold, and if you don't, I'll tell everyone else, because then, like they have to trust each other.
ローザ、悪いけど今だけは私の言うことを聞きなさい。言うことを聞かないと1億5000万は用意できないってこと。そういう言い方をしているつもりはないわ。でもあなたが本当にそのお金を必要としているなら私に協力した方が現実的よ。兄さんたちに話せばその当然の取り分すらもなくなってしまうかもしれ
Okay,
ない。
I mean, there's a counter to what I just said, but I mean, you could just be like, oh, Kraus owns the island. It's technically his property.
それは
Actually,
嫌でしょ。
Kinzo, but no, never mind. Kinzo is very dead. Oh, I was gonna say, when are we getting the guns out? For a while, a severe expression that she had never shown to her sister before rose to Rosa's face. Oh, it's because it's Rose to Rosa. There wasn't even a trace of her restraint as a younger sister. There was just the ruthlessness. No, the seriousness of a single human arguing about a vast sum of wealth. Eva made light of it, chuckling.
やれやれ、物騒な殺人事件が起こったばかりでその犯人がまだ島の中にいる
Okay,
か
good.
も
They
しれ
haven't
ない。
forgotten about it yet.
こんなところで立ち話なんて私たちもつくづく不用心ね。どうせ使用人たちの茶番でしょ。この島で殺人事件なんてもともと起こってないの。
What?
あら、やっぱりそう思う。
What? Are you kidding me?
6人の死亡状況ではっきり説明がつくわ。あの6人の密室は外部犯行では絶対に作れない。南條先生は全員死んでるって言ったけど、これは全てお父様が仕組んだ手の込んだお芝居よ。使用人たちはみんな死んだふりをしているだけよ。
Or pretending to be. What the?
もともと殺人
Rosa,
なん
have
か
you
起こっ
tried
てない。
flipping the chessboard over? It would show you that there
殺
is
人犯なんて
no
ついてるわ
reason
けがない
for
の。
6 people to fake their deaths.
へえ、あんたがそれに気づくとは意外ね。割と怯えてるように見えたから、そこまでは気づいてないと思ったのよ。私、そういう場の空気は読む方なの。
Everyone
お
is...
かげさまで鍛えられたから。
I'm just surprised. That's right. Before we realized that the servants had died and the members of the Ushiromiya family had become the only ones on the island. And after Nanzo had proclaimed the deaths of the servants, and the relatives had begun to discuss the riddle of the epitaph, he had disappeared off upstairs as though he was in the way.
すべて私たち
No,
に
he'd
気
just
分
rather
に調整
chill
して
with
も
like
らおう
the
と
cool
いう
people
お
on
芝
the
居
island.
だからこそ姉さんが勝利者であるという宣言が必要なのよ。あの焼死体が本当のお父様のわけがない。足の指の数が同じ死体をどこかで調達してわざわざ悪趣味に焼いてみせたのよ。
Then where are
きっと
they?
どこかに隠れて私たちがどう振る舞うかを監視してるわ。
You found the secretest secret on the island. Well, I mean, there's actually two secrets because we know about what
姉
roses
さんが
are.
黄金鏡に至ったこともきっとすでに知るところよ。だからこそ早く姉さんが勝利者であると宣言すべき。きっとお父様がどこからともなく現れて手を叩きながら姉さんこそが跡継ぎだと宣言してくれるわ。
I don't think she's gonna respond well to that. I mean, in her backstory, well, the backstory at like the beginning of the episode, she was like being told that she's worthless.
まあでも私は姉さんから1億5000万を無心しなくてはならない以上何も逆らうことなんかできないわね。私の言うことを聞いて兄さんたちには黙っている、そこをはっきりさせなさいローザ。私は話したいわ。ルールを定めたのはつい昨べよ。それを保護にすべきではないわ。もちろん必ず兄弟の前で発表はするわ。でもその前によく状況を確認したいのよ。10トンの黄金の運び出し、そして公平な分配、それを兄さんに出し抜かれずに行える裏付けが取れるまでしばらく考える時間が欲しい。それまで発表を待ちたいというだけの話よ。決して独り占めしたくて内緒にするわけじゃないわ。やがてはきっとみんなに発表するのね。もちろんよ。私だって早く姉さんの
That is the
花を
face
明
of
かしてやり
someone
たい
who
のよ。
is not going to announce it.
姉さんの言う考える時間というのはそんなの考えてみなくちゃわからないわ。一晩あればそれは
One
十分。
night be enough?
一晩ってそんなの約束できないわよ。
Rosa's playing a dangerous
次期
game.
当主の姉さん
Or
に
never mind,
敬意
maybe
を表
Eva's
して
playing the dangerous
一
game.
晩は姉さんに協力するわ。今年の親族会議は台風が通り過ぎて船が迎えに来る明日の朝まで。そうね。
When the
ウミネ
she...
コの鳴く頃に
Oh
は
my god,
お開きになる。
that's the name of the game! Actually, though, fun fact, I don't know if I've said this before, but seagulls aren't a real thing. They're actually, like, the scientific name is just gulls.
私も黙ってることにする。
I don't know if that's right or not, but
それ以上
I
の
had this one
考える
teacher
時
who,
間が
like, told
必
me
要だ
that
という
every
の
single
なら
day.
その時に改めて相談しましょう。私は姉さんの立場を最大限汲み取って協力するわ。あんた食えないわね。びっくりよ。それだけのたくましさがあったなんて。
Well, I mean, the last episode, she was...
本当ね。
Last episode, she was definitely the killer. Like, there's no way it was anyone else, so I'm not really surprised that she's thinking
マ
like
リアを
this.
産んで私はそれを強く自覚したわ。分かったわ。とりあえずはあんたの協力に感謝するわ。明日の話は明日すればいいことよ。そうね。姉さんが黄金を独り占めにするなんて考えない。公平な当主跡継ぎだと信じてるわ。もちろんでしょ。ちゃんと黄金は兄弟で山分けするわよ。
But they're kind of arguing in circles here. Oh. Oh no. It's Rena.
私が見つけた。私たちが碑文の謎を解いたんだから。だからこの黄金は
No,
全て私のものだってば。
no, Rena, stop this.
誰にも譲らないわ。私が後ろ宮家の当主なのよ。私
In a loud voice, the witch inside... Wait, the witch? Of course it's a witch. The witch inside Eva claimed exclusive possession of everything. Of course, that didn't come close to reaching Rosa's ears, and it probably didn't even reach Eva's either. Okay, that's kind of scary. Oh no, it's Beatrice.
魔女の碑文に選ばれし、今こそそれを我が名において認めようぞ。あんたはその格好。
That outfit. No, it's a cosplay. It's not really Beatrice, it's a cosplay. Maybe Beatrice was happy that Eva had called her by her own name. She cackled pleasant. Wait, Eva? What? But Eva's out. Okay, so Eva's conscious has broken into two parts, I guess? In the concert with that laugh, gold butterflies rose up as though a storm of gold dust had broken out in the room. And the room shone the color of gold.
いかにわらわが黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェである。そう怯えることはないぞ。わらわはそなたの偉業をたたえておる。本当に素晴らしい。あの碑文の謎を見事解いてみせたと。わらわを感嘆させるに値する。
あの手紙の差出人はあなたなら、私は全ての黄金と後ろ宮家の家督を引き継げるのよね。あなたはそうあの手紙に記した。そして私はその挑戦に打ち勝った。
わらわはそれを認めよう。今やこの積み上げられた黄金の
I should have expected this.
後ろ宮家のすべてをどうしようもそなたの自由ぞ。何しろ今この瞬間よりそなたはもう後ろ宮家
I
の
don't think that's how that legally works. Actually, never mind. Witches don't need legal
本当に
stuff. They just.
本当よね本当よね。
興奮するでない。わらわはそなたを率直に褒めている。その後
She's not agitated. She's losing her
そなた
mind.
にこれを授ける。
She cannot believe what she's hearing. Beatrice took her ring off her own finger and held it out to Eva. She got a ring. She fearfully accepted it and realized that it was a ring.
これまさか。
金蔵より返還された後ろ宮家当主の証である黄金の指輪。
The gold. Okay, that's kind of
今より
cool.
それはそなたの。それを指にはめ兄弟たちの前で高々と掲げるがよい。そなたが今や後ろ宮家の家督を継いだことに
I feel like something
誰も
bad's gonna
疑い
happen
を
when she
挟
puts
める
it
で
on.
あろうぞ。
Probably just like shoots Rosa in the head. Eva stared closely at the ring. It certainly wasn't a fake. Without a doubt, it was the real thing. She who had dreamed of receiving the ring someday, and who had stared fixatedly at it countless times, could say that for certain. This ring had now designated her as its own new owner, and had been handed over to her. And timidly, she put on the middle finger of her left hand. Happiness of Marionette. No, happiness of Mario. In that instant, she felt a deep emotion welling up inside her that she had never felt before. Her mind grew blank. Both eyes wide. Oh, she's doing drugs for the first time. That ring was on her own finger. Not in a dream, in
そ
reality.
の指輪も喜んでおろう。それほどまでに指に通すことを夢見ていたそなたのもとへ行くことができたのだ。
Oh, I love this music.
指輪お父様の指輪。
そのようにして自らの指に通すことでその思いの強さそなたの魔法に通じそれを実現させたのだ。そなたは今や立派な魔女を名乗る資格があろうぞ。
What, so the
あなた
head
の
is a
何者なの
witch?
本当に
You saying that Kinzo was a witch?
我こそは黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェ後ろ宮家顧問錬金術師金蔵との契約に従いそなたに今こそ全てを受け継ごうぞ。金蔵に託した全ての黄金そしてそれにより築き上げた全てそして後ろ宮家の家督と名誉そして我が力と
Wait, you
無限
giving
の
her
魔
the
女の
endless
称号
witch?
をそなたに引き継ごう。
You're giving it away?
魔女の称号。
わらわのすべての魔力と 無限の魔女にして黄金の魔女の称号を
What? You're giving her your What the fuck?
仙台にした称号とともに我
Hand over my name.
ベアトリーチェ
Then what do I call you? Are you gonna think of a new name
今
now?
こそそなたが名乗るがよかろう
Eva gulped. The chandelier light, which had seemed dim, now felt too
我が
bright.
名においてこれより黄金の魔女の継承を執り行おうぞ
Why wasn't this episode called Succession of the Golden Witch? That would have been such a cool title. Actually, I forget the title of this episode. It may very well be. Oh, what the? The instant that Beatrice made that proclamation, a golden brilliance buried everything. And changed it into a majestic space that looked like a throne room. In the throne room, there was a crowd of Beatrice's minions and brethren, as well as countless gold butterflies, celebrating this first success in ceremony in 1,000 years. And there was Beatrice in the throne that only the Endless Witch was permitted to sit in, holding a gold staff, resigning with a dazzling dignity. Without being ordered by anyone, Eva automatically kneeled, hanging her head. The goat attendant respectively offered Beatrice a golden staff modeled after the one-winged eagle. After Beatrice stood up and received that staff, she laid the tip of it on Eva's shoulder and spoke. It was a proclamation 1,000 years in coming.
後ろ宮エヴァそなたは魔女の碑文の謎を見事
This golden...
この黄金鏡へ
This is the
たどり
Golden Land. This is not what I imagined is the Golden Land.
そなたに無限の魔法のすべて無限と黄金の両魔女の称号を引き継ぐそなたはこれ
Huh? I heard a noise.
ベアトリーチェを名乗るがよかろう
Also, is it just me or do the voices sound kind of softer this episode? I don't know if that's like just audio or...
さあ
If it is, I'm sorry I messed it up, but it's a blind playthrough, so I, you know, kind of have to
そ
just roll
し
with
て
it.
立ちてこの杖を受け取れ
ありがたき幸
Eva
せ
Beatrice. Oh no. Eva stood up dizzily and took the magic staff from Beatrice's hand. Her hand was trembling slightly. As soon as she grasped the staff, she was wrapped up in the brilliant sparkle of gold, as though gold butterflies were flowing out from inside of her. In the instant she succeeded the Golden Witch, Eva felt something in the depths of her soul be reborn. To describe it in a word, it was energy. Energy with a gold color. Felt as though she had been half asleep ever since she was born, and had now awoken for the first time in her life. For the first time in her life, she felt her true eyes inside her eyes open. Never mind, she got Thanos now. Wait, never mind, she's coming. Oh, whoa. Oh, and everyone's in the back. Look at Sadako looking pissed over there. I know it's not Sadako.
黄
Sa-
金の魔
no,
女にふさわしい
I know it's not Sadako because I don't believe in that. I remember the first time she was introduced. Why am I blanking on her name all this? I feel really bad for blanking on her name, but
一同の者たちに
she's the one that everyone says, oh my god, she's Sadako, but I refuse to believe.
そなたこそが今や新しき魔女であることを知らしめてやるがよい
Eva, no, the new Beatrice turned around. Wait, is the painting gonna change behind them? Once he did, the witch's minions, which filled in the vast throne room, honored her with a wild applause that sounded like the roaring of the sea.
さあ皆ベアトリーチェの肖像画を
Oh!
すべて新しきベアトリーチェに差し替えよ新しきベアトリーチェに祝いの
But
言
what are you
葉を
gonna...
捧げ
Like,
よ
are you giving up all of your power? Oh my god, it actually changed, though.
新しきベアトリーチェ黄金の魔女の継承おめでとうあなたが一日も早く誇り高き黄金の魔女としてそして無限の魔女として
Battle her here because I kind of want to see his reaction to this.
頑張ります
I can no longer call her Renaryugu.
やんちゃな先代と違いあなたには無限の魔女にふさわしい落ち着きを期待していますお師匠様 今は真面目な儀
Imagine
式
getting
中なんだ。
embarrassed by your mom in front of the new Beatrice.
黄金の魔女の継承おめでとうございます。新しきベアトリーチェ様、私はロの上と申します。黄金の魔女様にお使いを許されている。これより常におそばに控えております。何か不自由がございましたらいつでもお申し付けください。
ありがとう。
ロの上は口は悪いが頼れる男。魔
Rude
女
bro,
としての
Hayabo.
新しき日々への戸惑いはその男に相談すれば晴れるであろう。
そして先代ベアトリーチェ様、ようやくこうしてお会いできたのにこれ以上のお使いを許されずとても残念です。この1000年間とても楽しく過ごさせていただきました。深く感謝いたします。
そなたの退屈はなかった。新しき魔女の世話どう
はい、先代ベアトリーチェ様の最後のご命令、このロノでしかと聞き届けました。
感謝しなさいよ。
Okay, that's the name, LAMBDADELTO. Yeah, that. How did I blank on that? Like one of my friends' channel is named after
あ
that.
んたの魔女継承の推薦人にサインしてあげたんだからね。つまり私がサインしなかったらあんたは魔女になれなかったってわけだから、少しは感謝なさいよね。
こちらは絶対の魔女ラムダデルタ卿。そなたの無限の魔女継承には元老院の魔女の推薦が必要なの。ラムダデルタ卿はそなたを推薦された後見人となってくだされた。
どうも。ちょっとベアとこの子感謝が足りないわ。やっぱ推薦
Isn't
やめる。
painful enough?
推薦人は子供の使いじゃないでしょ。サインしたならきっちり責任取りなさい。
ラムダデルタ卿は絶対の魔女でもある。絶対の魔女、運命を強固にする絶対の運命をそなたの今日までの努力をとても気に入る。
Why are the voices so soft, though? It definitely is a setting, but I don't want to fix it now.
不遇の少女時代と報われない努力にね。ちょっとだけ登場しただけなんだから、別にかわいそうだからとか思ったわけじゃないわよ。うぬぼれないでよね。つーんだ。私から見ればあなたの継承はまあ奇跡というよりは偶然ね。私が推薦するにはお返し。
こちらはベルンカステル。とても気難しい御人でな。だがこうして参列し祝福してくれただけでも行幸というものよ。
1000年ぶりの珍しいイベントだから来ただけ。美味しいお酒も出るそうだし。
Delicious alcohol.
新しきベアトリーチェ様、ぜひ私たちにもご挨拶させてください。どうもはじめまして。
The seven sisters of Purgatory formed a line side by side. The eldest sister, Lucifer, took a step forward and kneeled.
こやつらはわらわに使いしか
Yes, you need the furniture. You can't be a witch without it.
そなたに使わそなたは黄金の魔女を継承した後、自らの復活の儀式を執り行ってもらわねばならない。その儀式に煉獄の七姉妹たちは欠かせぬ役割を果たす。不正を除いて役には立つ手足とするがよい。
常にベアトリーチェ様のおそばに。何事もお命じください。必ずや遂行してご覧に入れます。
Wow. Even after that, various nobles and minions visited and offered words of congratulation for the new witch, and she responded to them confusedly. She felt as though she was getting lightheaded due to the lack of oxygen. And I wouldn't blame her. She couldn't tell if this was something real or unnatural, or unreal, but there was just one thing she couldn't understand. The feeling of achievement at being permitted to call herself the Golden Witch. That alone was the truth she could definitely understand. Wait, but what's gonna happen, like, with the murders and stuff? That's...
これは
Okay, yeah, battle is like,
ど
what
うい
the
うことな
fuck?
んだ。もちろん鵜呑みにするつもりはねえが、
What on earth does it mean?
どういう意味なんだ。エヴァおばさんが新しいベアトリーチェに。 魔女になっちまったっていうのか。そんなバカな。
わらわも驚いておる。まさかあの碑文を解く者が現れるとは。しかしそういうルールだ。わらわはそれにのっとり黄金の魔女の座と我が名を引き継がねばならぬ。
驚かれるには値し
Wait,
ます
what are you doing? I thought you said you were never
お嬢様
you
は
weren't gonna like
もと
serve
よ
her again.
そういうルールを手紙に記されて公示されております。エヴァ様がそれを最初に成し遂げた、それだけのことでございます。
ワルギリア、いるか。
はい、おりますとも。
この茶番が意味するところは何だ。おかしな魔女たちが次々と現れる描写はあいつのざれ言だとしても、これじゃまるでエヴァおばさんが魔女になっちまったみたいじゃないか。
落ち着いて。黄金の魔女という称号が継承され、あるいは以後自称するだけに過ぎません。この継承式はそれをあの子の解釈で演出したものに過ぎないに違いない。同じ手に何度もかからないで。
Oh yeah, no, don't like break down.
そうだ、この盛大な式典は全てま
Whole
やかし
grand.
だ。
I think it's funny though how, because I get like I'm doing the same thing trying to deny witches, but Battler just sees like this magic event and is like, no, this isn't happening.
だがエヴァおばさんが碑文の謎を解いたことまでは事実。
Denial is apparently a really good strategy in this game.
そしてそれは同時に後宮家の家督を受け継いだことも指す。そして10トンの黄金を得たというエヴァおばさんが黄金の魔女を自称してもいい。
I wonder if I got that much gold, would I be called the Golden Witch?
相変わらずややこしいことをしやがって。
やれ、無粋なる人間には式典の荘厳さを介することもできぬか。まあよい。空気を読めぬのが人間というもの。そなたを哀れには思うが責めはせぬぞ。
くそ、かわいそうな人を見るような目で見やがって。だがとりあえず確認をする必要はある。それは若返ったエヴァおばさんみたいな分子、つまり新しいベアトリーチェとかいうやつの定義についてだ。あれは何なんだ。
わらわがそれを語ろうとも。どうせそなたは魔法は信じぬ、魔女は
I
信
mean,
じ
she
ぬ
does have a point. You're not gonna agree with whatever she
だからわ
says.
らわから説明することは特にない。そなたが思う通りに信じればよい。
俺が思う通りだと。じゃあどう解釈すりゃいいんだ。
Honestly, I'm just interpreting it as Eva kind of split into two. Like that there was a force guiding her, and that force became the new Beatrice, and Eva, like, at the conference is still Eva, like that part didn't change.
後宮エヴァの内面的別存在の視覚化と今は捉えていただき差し支えないかと思いますよ。
もちろん鵜呑みにはできませんが、今はそう理解するのが妥当でしょう。
つまりエヴァおばさんの彼女。くそ、なんだか気持ち悪い展開になったぞ。
I don't want to think of them as the
そう
same
いうわ
person.
けで、これよりベアトリーチェはわらわの名ではないぞ。後宮エヴァに引き継い
Then
だ
what is your name?
というわけで、バトラー、何かわらわに適当なふさわしき名はないものか。そなたの推薦を受け
The
るぞ。
witch bitch.
何か上品で気品あふれて、できればちょっぴりキュートな名前はないもの。
お前なんかベアトのまんまで十分だぜ。ベアトとベアトリーチェで十分区別つくだろ。
Vito and Beatrice.
ベアトのままか。違和感はないな。なぜだとつまらん。
I'm just gonna continue calling her Beatrice.
紅茶の温度と
I like how they went with Eva Beatrice, because that would have been really confusing to like change the dialogue.
バトラ君、とにかく以後は冷静に。この子がベアトリーチェだった時に比べれば、現在の彼女は後宮エヴァと判別がつくだけ、
Oh yeah,
私
she
たち
doesn't.
の状況は有利です。
What can she do?
だからこそかえって気に入らねえんだがな。何を考えてるんだベアトのやつめ。
I like how this isn't even about the murders anymore. I know I was saying that at the beginning of the episode too, but I mean, there's a lot happening. Over there, Auntie Eva, who had the figure of her younger days and who now possessed the name Beatrice, had a long line forming of witches wishing to bless her. It was like a witch's coronation. Countless gold butterflies flapped their wings, directing this fantastical gold sparkling space. They were all praising her. As I stared from the distance, I looked at the Beatrice given new life, who had slowly embarrassed smile on her face. Her expression, which had been hesitant at first, seemed to be full of happiness that she had finally become aware of. In that expression, there wasn't a trace of the madness that had led her to the insane laugh before the gold. There was only the innocence of rejoicing in her joy. Since I deny witches, I couldn't accept her as she showed that joyful expression at her witch succession ceremony. However, as I watched that innocent smile, it made me feel like I wanted to celebrate her just for now. That moment when a strong effort is successful and rewarded is always beautiful. Auntie Eva, who had always yearned to succeed the head, had worked so hard since she was young without being rewarded, had spectacularly taken hold of the chance given to her by the riddle of the epitaph, and had finally gained the position. How divine is the smile of a person whose childhood dreams have been granted. I definitely won't accept witches. But Battler put his hands together, making a small sound. Clap, clap. Didn't reach her ears, but it did celebrate her. You solved the riddle of the epitaph masterfully and before anyone else. It's your victory without any complaints. I won't accept all that about the Golden Witch and so on, but I will accept you as the new head of the Ushiromya family, and I will celebrate you honestly. As though lured by Battler's applause, Bito also clapped. It was slowly... Yeah, no, they're kind of getting along, because Battler and Bito, who opposed each other, were standing next to each other, applauding for the same person.
わらわもあの碑文を見事に解いたエヴァに対し率直に祝福の拍手を送っておる。
お前と一緒に拍手してるってのが気に入らねえが、ま、今は気にしねえことにするぜ。たまにゃお前と一緒に拍手してもバチは当たらねえか。
たまにはオツであるね。しかし拍手って
It's fun to applaud. Just like destroy your hands.
成し遂げたのはわらわではなくエヴァであるというのになぜかこっちまで嬉しくなってきよる。
And not me. What do you mean? Like,
祝福するってことは
do you just continue the title? Because
共有するって意味
I'm really confused how like this killing thing is gonna happen.
なるほど。ではこのわけもなく嬉しい気持ちは互いを屈服させようとする敵同士でありながら。まあ今だけは休戦で手を叩こうじゃねえか。
Bito laughed impishly, playing around and applauding even louder, as though eagerly trying not to lose to Battler as he clapped. Battler went along with her and clapped even louder. It's a wholesome moment. And when he did, as though he had ended some kind of ceremony, everyone put their hands together in loud applause and highly praised the newborn Beatrice. It was just as though Battler's and Bito's applause had been the final thing needed for her succession. Wow, I'm surprised that it just faded out. I thought there was gonna be like the, you know, the glass breaking. Praise Beatrice, well, Eva Beatrice. Oh wow, that was... Oh, and time didn't move. That's interesting. Rosa returned to the lobby. It was still her time to rest, but her expression made it look as though she couldn't sleep deeply with all this tension.
無理してでも横になってろよ。後で答えるぜ。
ありがとう。どうしても寝つけなくてシャワーだけ浴びさせてもらったから私はもう十分よ。
I went and took us. There's a murderer on the island, but it's
休むの
okay.
いいわ。
キリエさんたちはいかがですか。どうするルドルフさん、休ませてもらう。
キリエは休んでいいぜ。俺は起きてる。それくらいしか男らしいことがで
It's
き
the
ない。
only manly thing I can do.
じゃあ起きてるわ。夫と一緒に起きてるくらいしか女らしいことができない。本当に仲のおよろしいことで。夏日さんこそね。
エヴァと秀吉さんはぐっすりみたいじゃないか。やはりローザと違い、年には勝てんね。
As though in response to those words, the door to the hall clunked. Oh. Even Hideyoshi returned from the guest
余
room.
計なお世話よ。あらローザ、もう休んでなくていいの？
Wait, did she tell him?
姉さんこそ無理しないで休んでたの？
なんだか寝つけなくてね。
I just
シャ
can't
ワ
get to
ーを浴び
sleep.
たら眠気が覚めちゃったわ。
Oh, that. Okay, that makes sense that they were lying about the sour.
よかったら休んでいいわよ。
おう、サンキュー。今は気持ちだけでいいぜ。兄貴たち、先に休んだらどう
Though I don't like how everyone's being so
ありがとう。
nice to each other. This can't end well.
だが先に休むわけにはいかん。それくらいしか長男らしいことができないんだ。
They're all like, oh, I
私
can't
たち
go
は
to
最後
bed.
まで起きていますのでごしそれよりエヴァ姉さん大丈夫？少し顔色が悪いわ。
そういや、そうやな。ちょいと熱っぽいで。
It's because she just became a witch. Hideyoshi put his hand up against Eva's forehead. It seemed that Eva wasn't feeling her best.
言わんこっちゃねえ。年のくせに。生活リズムを崩すからだ
Your
ぜ。
daily cycle at your age.
夏日、上野南條先生を呼んできてくれ。
はい。いいわ、そこまで大げさじゃない。常備薬は持ってるから大丈夫よ。疲れるとすぐ熱に出るの。心配しないで。
姉さん無理しないで。
ありがとう。私抜きで兄弟
I
が
don't
集
like
まってると、私の陰口でも言われてるような気がしちゃってね。昔からの被害妄想なの。ごめんね。
私は何も言わないわよ。姉さんのいないところで姉さんの嫌な話なんて。どうしたの姉さん？さっきから変よ。
She looks
もう
evil.
少し休んだ
And
ら？
I'm not happy that she has the gun.
そうね。3月までの金策を考えたら頭痛がひどくなってきちゃったわ。
それは良くないわね。
Oh.
休んでて。姉さんの頭痛がひどくならないよう。私だって頭痛さっきから辛いし。
ありがとう。じゃあ私お言葉に甘えてもう少し休ませてもら
That
うわね。
wasn't very subtle. Like, I guarantee everyone's like, what the fuck?
急にへそ曲げて。すまんな。わしらもうちょい休ませてもらうわ。すまんな。
After putting his hands together as though praying and apologizing several times, Hideyoshi went after Eva and left the lobby. Kraus? For the first time since I've started this game, I agree.
どうにもギスギスしている。
無理もない。早朝に殺人事件。それからずっとここで銃を抱きながら缶詰ですよ。
Canned food and that's not the worst thing. Like, that's a rough day. Like, I mean, I'm not talking about the murder. I'm talking about the canned food. Like, they're like, oh, we haven't had Goda's breakfast. I'm so sad.
上の子たちもだいぶストレスが溜まってるんじゃないかしら。マリアが心配だわ。こういう時は感触を起こしやすいの。
Oh. They heard the sound of loud footsteps from upstairs. The guest house wasn't a cheap building, so if they heard any normal footsteps, there was no way they would have heard them. It sounded like someone stamping their feet in frustration. And a moment later, in addition to the apparent sound of feet, they could hear... Oh. Rosa grabbed her head, ruffled up her hair, and moaned in anguish. The adults concealed... Why am I butchering the reading? Turned their backs to her, pretending not to notice. The noisy Kramer came downstairs and flew into the lobby. It was Maria who was sobbing, the other children who had come down with her and Nanjo. In other words, everyone on the second floor had come downstairs because of Maria's tantrum. Rosa couldn't hide her disney-ness at the scale of the annoyance her daughter was bringing to everyone.
ごめんローザ、私たちもなだめたんだけど。
The child was about to get slapped, oh no.
少し静かにしなさい。みんな見てるわよ。
例のバラ庭園のマリアの子、
Oh.
彼が急に心配だと言い出して。
寝ぼけたみたいなんです。急にガバッと起き出して、バラが心配だ。マリアちゃん、落ち着いて。それは夢なんだよ。
だから少し静
静かにしなさいって。
Oh my god, Rosa's doing it again. The children were taken aback by the sunrise and the tone of Rosa's voice. But Maria's crying just grew louder and her tantrum just grew fiercer.
ローザさん、子供を頭ごなしに叱ってはいけませんぞ。こういう時は温かい牛乳などを与えると良いものです。
Oh, look at Nanta being a nice person.
さっき朝食代わりに出した牛乳で空っぽです。
Also, what do you know? Java update available.
誰か子供用の鎮静剤とか持ってるか？ほら、銀の粒みたい
What
な
the
やつとか。
hell?
持ってるわよ。ああ、今探して飲ませるから。
Without hiding her displeasure, Rosa grabbed her handbag that she had placed on. And it seemed as he had brought some sour use sedatives for Maria's tantrums. So he found it and tipped the bottle into her palm, but it seemed to be empty. Irritated, Rosa shook the Oh. All the while Maria's crying was growing more and more intense. Meanwhile, Eva was lying in bed. Hideyoshi returned from the washroom, folding a handkerchief soaked in water.
こら、ずいぶんひどい熱や。きっと親族会議の毒気にやられてもうたんやな。今はもう他の親族たちのことは
But there's a
全部
child
忘れるんや。
screaming like upstairs. As Hideyoshi spoke to her kindly, he set the soaked handkerchief gently on Eva's burning forehead. Eva rested her own hand on top of his.
あなたの手、ひんやりして気持ちいい。
わしの手が気持ちいいようじゃ、だいぶ熱が出とる。安心せい。すぐに薬が効いてくるわ。それにな、わしの手は
Don't talk about magic.
してエヴァの額に手を
Don't you
当て
ever
とる
talk
とな
about magic is not
どん
real.
な熱も立ちどころに治ってしまうんや。
そうね。あなたの手で私の熱が引かなかったことは一度もないものね。
そうや。
Maybe he became a witch.
わしの手があれば医者いらずやで。
No
安
need for a
心し
doctor,
て
but there's a
目を
doctor
つむるんや。
upstairs.
すぐにわしの魔法でぐんぐん熱がさ。
うん、知ってる。あなたの魔法を感じるもの。
Hideyoshi was about to say they call that the placebo effect, but he stopped. If Eva said that she could feel magic from his hand, then that was alright for now.
魔法って本当にあるのかしら。
おお、あるで。信じる者にしかわからへんけどな。そういう魔法は案外世の中にたくさんあるもんや。
魔法が実在するなら、やっぱり
Oh
魔女
my
を。
god, no way.
ん？森の魔女ベアトリーチェのこと信じる者にはおるやろな。神様と同じや。信心深い人の前にしか姿を現さんのや。
私もね、昔魔法が使えたの。
ほう、ほんまかいな。じゃあお前も魔女やったんやな。
私がね、絶対に叶えたい夢が、それを強く願って努力すると、それが必ず叶ったの。
No, I don't like
私は
this.
その魔法でいつも成績は一番だったし、生徒会長にだってなったし、入りたい大学にも実力で入れたし、いつだってどんな願いだって叶えてきたわ。
そうやな。お前の魔法はいつだって大したもんや。お前は確かに魔女や。そして誰にも負けん努力家や。わしゃよう知っとるで。
私ね、子供の頃からずっと心の中にもう一人の自分がいて、そしてその自分は魔女だったわ。森の魔女ベアトリーチェなんて信じなかった。もし六軒島に魔女がいるとしたら、それは私の心の中の魔女のことだってずっと信じてきた。その魔女の自分に私はすごい感謝してる。あなたに出会わせてくれてよかったなって。
病気の時のお前はいつも気弱すぎや。
Okay, as much as I've sit on Eva, I have to admit I do really like her relationship with Hideyoshi. It's probably one of the better ones.
今は何も言わんで。
I don't know, like they also had a similar scene in the first episode,
熱が下がるまで
and then they got murdered.
こ
So
うしてるからな。
絶対に手を離さないでね。なんだか私 自分が自分でなくなるような気がして、さっきから怖いの。私の中の魔女がベアトリーチェに触発されて、どんどん強くなるような気がして、なんだか私を飲み込んでしまいそうな気がするの。
大丈夫や。わしが一緒にいる限りなんも恐れることなんてあらへん。ほら、ちょいとヤバめな国に旅行に行った時、バスごと強盗にあったことあったやろ。わしが撃退したんやで。
あなた、金時計を渡して小川を倒しただけだったじゃない。
I was gonna say there's no way.
かっこ悪いけど。
But you do know that the second Twilight is the two who were closest are torn apart, right?
この手、
Was that even a rule
絶対に
anymore?
離さないでね。眠っても絶対に離さないでね。そして何か不気味なものが忍び込んできても私を守ってね。
おう、任せとかんかい。だから今は安心して眠るんやで。すぐに薬とわしの魔法が効いてくるからな。
You have finally calmed her hurt and closed your eyes. Just then there was the sound of the door being opened. Oh god. Seeing that Maria was having a tantrum, the screams of Uhu could be heard, along with the roses rebucking yells, and that was probably very annoying to listen to. Rebuking, not rebucking, what the hell. Maria was taking a toll on her headache. Eva moaned as though in pain and buried herself. Ah, this child, it's hurting me too much. It was easy to guess what was happening. Maria had probably had a tantrum for some reason and gone down to the lobby, and Rosa had scolded her for what they had started arguing. In the looks of the rest of the family had been much to bear, so Rosa had taken Maria out the corridor. Hideyoshi had no desire to interfere with Rosa and Maria's problem, but just for now, since Eva's condition was so bad, he wanted them to take their ruckus somewhere else.
ちょいと待っとれや。静かにするようおね。
早く戻ってきて。
Oh no, he's taking his
大
hand
丈夫
away.
や。この部屋
He
から
broke
出
his
んて。
promise, and now you will become the Golden Witch. Hideyoshi removed the chain and opened the door. It's stuck. Is he gonna yell?
大丈夫かいな、ローザさん。
Okay, I was gonna say, it would be very
う
uncharacteristic.
るさくして起こしちゃったかしら。
She's
マ
pounding
リア
the
ちゃ
floor.
ん、エヴァおばさんな、グアスマンがちょいと静かにしてもらえるか。
Oh, Maria's turned to the chains after being asked by Hideyoshi. She kept whining and repeating, my rose, my rose. Rosa slapped Maria's cheek, lifted her up while covering her mouth, and carried her... Oh, damn. There was still probably clamorous for a while yet, but he had at least warned her. Hoping that Rosa would show her capabilities as a mother, Hideyoshi... She just slapped her child.
マリアちゃんが泣い。
そうみたいやな。ローザさんも大変。それを思えばうちのジョージはできすぎや。親が感謝したいくらいやで。
そうね。
おお、すまんすまん。ほら、魔法。
No, you didn't do it fast enough. She's gonna, like, turn into the witch. He put his hand on Eva's forehead again. Maybe there really was magical power in that hand. A true peaceful look rose to Eva's face, and bit by bit she began to drift off into the land of sleep. And Sai was checking audio levels. As he had promised, Hideyoshi kept his hand on her forehead. How nice. By the entrance, with her hand still against Maria's mouth, Rosa was at a loss on what to do next. She had been unable to withstand everyone's gaze in the lobby, and then yelled at children to go upstairs before dashing out. And when she went to the corridor, Hideyoshi had told her that she was being too noisy. Where should I go now? Where should I take this child who's having a tantrum? She felt as though she was about to cry in frustration. As Maria kept struggling in an attempt to scream, Rosa put her mouth up to Maria's ear and tried persuading Maria in a calm voice as she could. There's no way.
そんなにもバラが見たいのね。
Maria nodded several times, moaning, ooh.
どうしてそんなにバラが見たいの？お母さんが聞いてあげるから静かに話して。叫んだら殴るわよ。
マリアのバラ、ベアトリーチェに蘇らせてもらったの。また折れちゃってるかも。マリアはそれが心配。確かめないと眠れない。
Wouldn't the easy thing just like take an umbrella and go see the rose? It seemed that she was still making a fuss about the murked rose from yesterday. Rosa felt her headache throbbing again, but she was at least a little relieved that Maria had now stopped her screaming.
とにかく
今はみんな大変なの。だからママたちに迷惑をかけないで。バラの話は明日雨が上がったら好きにしていいから。だから今は聞き分けなさい。
やだマリアのベアトリーチェの
She didn't. You're not a great parent. Rose reflexively covered Maria's mouth. She'd spoken a little too harshly and had gotten her. So Rose realized that it was probably her own fault and clicked her tongue in self-hatred. But Maria thought that it was directed at her, and her crying grew even fiercer.
お願いだから静か。どうしたらあなたは泣き止むの？どうしたらあなたはママの言うことを聞いて。
Abruptly, Maria stopped crying unnaturally fast, then turned around and muttered.
マリアのバラを見たらちゃんと明日まで静かにしてるよ。
本当？
バラ庭園に行ってマリアのバラを見たら、本当だよママ。
I mean, that's the solution I was thinking of. If it would keep Maria quiet for the time being, Rosa thought that even going out into this wind and rain would be a small price to pay. She did think it might be a bit reckless, but in the end, no murder or anything. Oh, the claimers this morning had been a first set up by Kinzo. If you carefully thought about the chain of locked rooms, oh my. Even though I suggested this, I realized how stupid it was because of the murders. If they had like a third person.
バラを見たらもうおとなしくする？
本当だよママ。
Rosa didn't overlook that creepy laugh and Lily hit Maria with her fist. Then she shrugged as...
わかったわ。一目見たら納得するのよ。いいわね。
ママ、約束する。
Once again, Rosa tested the weight of her gun. It's alright. It's only a first. There was never a murderer on this island in the first place.
くそ、待てよローザおばさんとマリアが。
Yeah, I was gonna say that this is a little too convenient.
くそ誰か気づけよ、呼び止めろ。今の親父たちや俺たちは何をしてるんだ。
ローザ親子の痛々しい関係に気を使ってわざわざ話題を変えておる。そなたらも2階へ上がりテレビを見ながら話題を変えておる。
くそったれ。
God damn it, the television.
気づけよ。一番近くにいるのは誰だよ。頼むよ。玄関から2人が出ていくのを
He's too busy using his magic hand.
届かん。2人のささやかな時間を邪魔してくれるな。
Hideyoshi kept talking kindly, his hand on Eva's forehead. He didn't notice that Rosa and Maria were going outside through the front door at all. In that case, there was no way the others in the lobby, which was even further away, would notice either. And the cousins' rooms upstairs was even worse.
そなたは何を慌てておるのか。第一の晩にて犯人は事故死したとの大胆な察してみて。ならばもう。
No, it means that there's multiple culprits. What if Gouda's still alive out there and cooking breakfast? That might be... It's very dangerous.
誰か引き止めろ。2人が殺されるんだ。誰か止めろ。
Well, I think this is a good place to end because we're about to... Yeah, we're about to experience something fun. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please make sure to like, subscribe. That's greatly appreciated. Thank you all again for bearing with me while I try and upload. It's been kind of hectic, as I've said, with college and just working through my schedule. So thank you very much. And yeah, see you all in the next one. Bye.